Aesthetic. I'm looking at you and your background and the pink bed sheets, everything. It's all like you've become this branded image that is Belle Delphine. You got octopus in the background. You got your headphones has ears on it. You're like kind of a cat human. You do that little thing with the tongue sometime. You put your tongue out, and then I'm just curious how this cosplay role started to morph, and you became this social media icon, for lack of better verbiage.
Yeah, well, I've always been interested in cosplay. I've like been really into nerd culture. Like all of my ex-boyfriends that I date were all like massive nerds, and obviously I was like inspired by like them hugely. And I always thought cosplay was fun. I like anime loads, and hentai is really hot, and I wanted to be that. I wanted to be the real life anime girl. So I just like started cosplaying, and then I suppose it gained a little bit of attraction, and then when I went sexual with my cosplay, it went pretty well.
So interesting. Mike watches hentai.
Hentai, yeah. It's actually one of my favorite subsectors of pornography, believe it or not.
What kind of anime
Is it
porn?
actually? Wow.
It is. There's just something about watching a tentacled beast with a 14-foot penis have intercourse with a normal woman. I think Pam, can we pan to Pam really quick? Pam, I'm so sorry.
My mom's here, though.
Is that strange? Yeah, but Belle, do you think that now hear me out on the hentai and the tentacled beasts? Do you think after you do the same shit for years and years, you go to swinger parties, you have sex on camera, you know, you've tried every threesome, foursome, sixsome under the sun, whatever it is. Do you think that all you have left is the hope that you can get penetrated by an octopus one day, or some sort of demon, you know, some sort of demonic, you know, like helium balloon-esque iconic, you know, person in a head? Yeah, like a cyclops.
Beast.
Yeah,
Gargantuan.
I mean, completely. I feel like I'm already kind of at that point. Like I always get like mini fetishes that kind of come and go. And at the moment, it's something really embarrassing. For some reason, I really like ogres at the moment.
Yes. Is Shrek?
Not necessarily Shrek, but just like imagining
what
huge,
subset of ogre?
grotesque, like, it's just, I think what I like about it is I like something so big and so gross, kind of like overpowering something small.
I feel like that's the same. I feel like that's the same way I describe it. It's a very uber dominant situation.
Oh.
Like beyond a 6'4" man and a you know, Belle Delphine girl. It's this 64-foot man.
Yeah. Well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Okay.
That's pretty
Average.
I'm quite tall.
Yeah, average. Okay.
Se tem gente que pega a raiva de um ator porque
De vilão.
faz um vilão, por que não vai pegar a raiva de mim? Ou paixão, tipo, fora da curva, porque eu fiz filme? A pessoa acha realmente que eu vivo dentro daquilo. Então isso me acalmou. Eu falei, existem pessoas malucas, elas acreditam no personagem.
Uhum.
E o filme é um personagem, mas sou eu fazendo.
E o diretor vai te indicando o que fazer, é isso?
Exato, porque o filme pornô, ele tem que seguir algumas regrinhas, né? Então, eu tenho que fazer um beabá ali, certo? De posição, dessas coisas todas, né? Então, tanto que, assim, meu filme tava tão... porque era um casal de verdade. Eu tirei um monte de coisa.
Inclusive, eu quero que você conte essa história.
Eu tirei um monte de coisa. Um monte de coisa que eu não queria pra mim. Eu botei uns limites em muita coisa. Eles acharam... Chegou uma hora, eu assinei... Você ganha por cena. Então, eu assinei pra 4 cenas, né? Ele falou, cara, tem que colocar pelo menos uma mulher, uma atriz, alguma coisa pra dar uma apimentada. Tá muito... E aí, eu fiz um filme com uma atriz, um outro filme com outra atriz. Teve o sexo anal também. Que foi foi a última cena que eu tinha que fazer. Então, eu comecei gravando em janeiro, a gente demora, vai espaçando. E aí foi a última cena, e aí isso me tirou muito mais do sério que ter feito filme com mulher. Mulher eu também fiquei pensativa, eu falei, meu Deus, como faz? Onde eu vou treinar? Aí ele falou, calma, a gente pode pegar uma atriz que ela que vai ser a que vai te conduzir, ela que vai ser ativa, vou colocar assim. Mas não foi um bicho de 7 cabeças, tá? Mas o anal foi horroroso. E até,
O que rolou?
eu achei uma merda fazer aquilo. Eu não gosto, nunca curti. Então, não sei. Pra filme, que tem que ser muito... Você não tá envolvida. É um filme. Mesmo você tem que... Vamos, corta, demora.
Mas você não sente tesão.
Eu
no
não
filme.
senti nada. Já vi gente falando que sentiu, eu não senti nada. Então eu tirei muita coisa. Não cospe na cara, não me bate. Era meu namorado fazendo, ele podia fazer o que ele quisesse. Mas eu não queria isso nos filmes, então teve que colocar isso. E aí, cara, disso virou um inferno, porque essas pessoas pontuadas, tá? Num determinado momento, você fiz isso lá e não quer fazer comigo. Pô, não. Para de assistir filme. Não, ali, apesar de ser eu, é um personagem. Eu tô sendo dirigida, tô preparada para aquilo ali, né? Então, aconteceu isso. Não é que aconteceu isso a vida inteira.
E que acontece hoje.
Até que eu namoro com pessoas, eu tô sempre envolvida. Quando eu me envolvo com uma pessoa, a pessoa sabe quem sou eu. A grande maioria esquece essa parte, porque a pessoa, é óbvio, ela vai ter ciúme, vai se sentir estranha de ficar vendo aquilo. Eu não viria.
Dos
se eu namorasse.
amigos zoando,
Isso,
né?
sabe? Eu não faz
tem
parte, o cara
nada
não
a
quer
ver.
ver. Se o cara tem ciúme, às vezes, de uma foto com biquíni, ele vai querer ficar...
Sim.
Então, assim, uma pessoa normal, ela esquece isso, entende que eu fiz parte desse mercado, mas segue a vida. Então, em alguns momentos, eu errei com a pessoa estava errada comigo também, porque ela se equivocou e quis trazer uma fantasia para a realidade, aí deu uma merda, porque me broxou, achei um saco. Mas não me deixou triste, me deixou...
Do any ones that they gave you like scripts? Like, you know,
Few,
some
yeah.
of them, now those ones, do you prefer those ones?
No.
Why? Because they give you acting notes? That would be fucking frustrating to me.
Yes.
Would they really?
Oh yeah. And I'm very monotone.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
And I remember, I won't say what it was, but I was like, all right, I'm going to ham it up, right? So I was just hamming it up.
Classic comedian.
And then the guy's like, the director is like, no, but say it like this. Say
Line
it like this.
readings?
Yeah, say it like this instead. And I was like, so you want me to just speak how I normally speak?
Yeah, be more natural.
Yeah, like this. And then when I finally saw the thing, I was like, oh, I seem so deadpan that it actually doesn't work at all. Like, I'm never fucking listening to those guys again. But yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
see.
fair.
So the director was a bad director.
It's just, it's,
You know what's...
Look.
Hey, fucker.
stories don't belong in porn. They do not belong in porn unless we're talking about doing some avant-garde shit. Like,
Right.
just
Yeah,
stop
I
already.
agree.
It
Yeah.
just doesn't fucking work.
Unless... It does. No, listen,
If
Sasha.
you fast forward.
No, Sasha. It does, right? If you did it with, like, if honestly, if I said I would take you, let's suppose right now I was a multimillionaire and I wrote a really good script, with a real DP. You mean a real
Yes.
like story? You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
And I go, you know what? You're gonna take 6 months of Meisner technique.
Right?
I'm being real, right?
No,
you're gonna
but-
have this acting coach. This is
Yep.
He's probably Russian or something.
Ben Affleck's acting coach,
No.
right? What? Whatever.
Ben Affleck's acting coach.
Well, no, I would hire him, right? and I would fucking go, and it would be like a real movie with a real script, with real emotions, right? With a
Yeah.
real story, but that sex would be like a
Like
porn.
that Gaspar Noé
It should
movie.
They should do it like that. But
Yes.
That one movie, Love, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Love was a lot.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was similar to what you're describing.
Yeah. Marilyn Brando did a movie called The Last Tango
Last
in
Tango in
Paris,
Paris, yeah.
right? Not that it was like,
But you don't
What do you mean?
get the butter.
You know, you don't get
just
the, you don't.
don't.
I know you don't get the butter, but imagine if you did get a little butter in there.
I think it could be done, but the powers that be will never let it happen.
Right. And who's that audience for?
Exactly. Like who? Look, I've always said that
Me. I know
You're
me.
the audience.
Me, David Cho. I could name maybe 5. Yeah.
like the cliche porn is, let's say like the cliche male fantasy is porn and the cliche female fantasy is a romantic Hollywood comedy. I've kind of always said this.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're both fake.
Right.
So are you going to blame romantic Hollywood comedies when your girlfriend expects all of these delusional things from you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've always said that, but I did another podcast a couple weeks ago where the woman is a photographer. She's been in the business her whole life, basically. And she was saying now there are people doing more narrative structures in porn. So I haven't seen those things, so I can't speak on those necessarily.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like they're doing full-on big budget movies. And that is the cool thing, that like you have the ability, because the technology is so much cheaper and actually of higher quality today than it was even 10 years ago. So that